Hi guys, I know it's been a while. Obviously, for those of you who don't know my channel, this is Crystal. I've been telling the story of the real Christina. Um, I apologize for it being so long between videos. I've been really busy. I've been trying to drive for Lyft while I'm trying to get my realtor's license. I'm waiting for all this stuff to clear, and I've been swamped, and especially with Christmas. Nobody can really be prepared for Christmas, but I'm doing my best. Um, but I still wanted to get on here and do a video today. Um, I think that it needs to be talked about. Um, some of the signs for when you're in an abusive relationship, some of the things to look for that you won't notice are signs of the fact that you're with a narcissist. Um, so that you can maybe recognize it and get out before it's too late, because it does help to know what you're in for and to know what to look for. Also, I want to talk about, support systems, finding a support system, having one established to help you be strong enough to do such a thing. So first off, as you guys have already know, I have been in 3 very serious, long, abusive type relationships, 2 of which were marriage. One was just a few years of hell that almost ended in marriage. And in fact, that's what this scar here on my finger, wait, you can see it right there, is from. Because when he put that terrible tattoo on the back of my hand, he was also trying to tattoo a ring on my finger. And he got it down in the web of my hand. And I took a hot knife, I kept heating it up with a lighter and burned the skin and picked it out so that I wouldn't have some weird, terrible finger web ring tattoo on my hand as well. So I'm glad at least I did that one before it was too late, even though it was excruciatingly painful, totally worth it. But I've also been in kind of like attracted to the same types of people along the way as well, and found myself being, what's the word I'm looking for? We'll just say swayed. There's another word, but I'm having a day. But anyways, finding myself being swayed by these types of people and believing them and being roped into some of their shenanigans because, well, I don't even think, it's not that you're dumb, it's that you want to believe the best in people. Someone puts on a good light when you first meet them, and they make you fall for them, and then they start gradually changing who they are, and you don't see it until it's too late. And with all of these relationships, it's the same type of stuff. They start out telling you you're beautiful, bringing you things, making you feel special and wanted and loved, and then slowly taking these things away from you. Right down to the fact that, slowly telling you that you're getting fat. They don't want you to wear makeup out in public because they like you without makeup. And if you really love them, then you wouldn't be putting on makeup and trying to make other people find you attractive. Those are the things. They basically want you to destroy your own self-esteem slowly from the inside and break you down, so that when they do tell you that they love you or that you're pretty or that you mean something to them, so it really sticks with you and you become dependent on these small little things to keep you going. And that happened to me as well, trying to tell me I'm not allowed to wear makeup. With the last one, we got in several knockdown dragouts about it because I refused to go to work not wearing makeup at least a little bit. And he started to dress me, telling me that I can't wear short shorts in public because I'm trying to show my vagina to people. So he would go to the store with me and pick out like old man shorts that went down to my knees or further, and that like bulbous out to make me look like a big hippo. Um, these things, if you couple them all together, they culminated after what I should have taken as warning signs, especially with the last one. The last one was like all of the old ones combined into the worst possible storm. And um, when we first got together, he portrayed himself as a sweet guy. In fact, my cousin thought he was the sweetest guy for the longest time. And it really took, because he's so good at portraying that sweet, kind of vulnerable side of himself out in public, that it really took for him to get angry enough to where he had to break character and got in her face. And then she realized, oh my gosh, you're not making this stuff up. He really is an evil person inside, and and that's kind of the thing. And that's how they get you. Now, my signs for him were, number one, that we did get in certain arguments kind of early on in the relationship. And these arguments wouldn't have been a kind of a warning sign unless you factor in the fact that I tried to say, you know what, you're right, I'm sorry, even though I didn't think he was right. I wasn't sorry. I tried to back out of the argument and say, you're right, I'll do better next time. It won't happen again. And what that turned into was him saying, yeah, I know I'm right. And then digging at that argument and making it last for hours until I was sleep deprived and miserable and wanted nothing more than to just burn his house down and leave. That's seriously what I felt like doing a lot of those times. But then he would switch back to his sweet persona, the next morning. I'm really sorry things happened that way last night. I was a little out of hand. And again, when somebody thrives on misery, when they thrive on creating misery and then digging at it to make it last longer and longer and longer, you have to ask yourself, why do they want you to be unhappy? Why do they want to be unhappy? Why are they pushing an issue of something that doesn't need to be pushed if it's over and done with, and it doesn't matter in the general scheme of things? Arguing over dumb things, little things, being 10 minutes late, for instance, because work had me over, things like that, things that shouldn't be an argument. Cash was kind of reading this article the other day, and it was basically saying that, as far as like from the point of view of like a marriage counselor, if you're having a conversation with your loved one and one or the other of you is rolling their eyes consistently when they say things, you have to stop and think that there's a good chance your relationship is doomed. It's just a matter of time. And that is because when you roll your eyes in, it's an involuntary reaction, an involuntary show of contempt towards that person, which means you don't respect them deep down, or they don't respect you. You don't, or they don't respect your opinions. And when it comes down to it, you don't want to hear what they have to say. And it all makes sense if you think about it. The best thing you can do is do not allow yourself to get alienated. Don't let them take your friends and family away, regardless of what they say or what kind of fight it causes. Do not allow them to tell you, I don't want you talking to that person you've been close with your whole life. Don't let them isolate you. Because a support system, and they know this, a support system is what eventually can save you and get you out of there. And over the years, I've had my support systems, which eventually these are the people that gave me the strength and the courage to get out and walk away with Wade. It's been a long time, and we were all high at the time, and it's hard to remember. I mean, I have some friends that I'm still friends with that were by my side, including Cash, actually, at this point. With James, it was my friend Annie. She was my friend. We met in prison, but we were good friends. We're still friends, but for years and years and years. And she was the one who said, like, what are you doing? Why are you're not a weak person. Why are you letting him make you a weak person? And eventually she was the one who kind of gave me the courage to fight back and beat him at his own game. And then, with Brian, we're talking about years of slow misery. Years, eight, almost 9 years of slow misery. Um, I had my work friends, my friend Felipe. Felipe is still one of my all time greatest friends in the whole world. He is, we worked for the newspaper together, and we used to sit around and at first he was like uh, kind of shy and proper Mexican man, but I got him to kind of like deal with my personality, and then embrace my personality. And again, we're really good friends to this day. But he was I talked him into teaching me how to cuss in Spanish and string the cuss words together, to make it fun. And I would say outrageous things to get him to turn red, because he was so proper at first. And um, and it's so funny that little things like that can help you so much. But if you find a place away from the misery, people that can make you laugh and make you feel good about yourself, and make you feel strong, then when it comes down to it, you won't be alone if you walk away. And I think that's kind of what I'm trying to illustrate. My best friend, um, now, Malia, she was she was sitting there telling me, years back in the relationship, like, this guy used to be the nicest guy. I don't know what's wrong. Like, she's like, but you need to get out. You need to get out. And also, Brian's own brother, David, who is more of a brother to me than than Brian will ever be to him. Yeah, I still call him my little brother. He is a very close friend of mine. He has helped me twice with the strength to walk out of that relationship. The first time, he was like, you know what? He gathered my kids, threw them in the car, and he's like, we'll be waiting for you in the car. Um, and he was the one who said, you just can't let him do this anymore. You have to get out of here. And you don't have any ulterior motives, and you always have to look at people with their ulterior motives. If they are there for you because they genuinely care about you, Felipe and David and Malia and Annie, they all genuinely cared about me. They didn't care about getting even with Brian or getting even with James for their actions. They just wanted to see me and my kids safe. And that's what it all comes down to, is if you just don't allow yourself to be isolated, because that will be the first thing they try to do. Do not let them take your family away. Do not let them take your friends away. Insist, no matter what kind of fight it causes, insist on keeping those friends close, and you will not be alone. You will have the strength, you will have the courage, and you will have someone, in case you need somewhere to go, you will have someone who will come and pick you up and get you out of there. And then you can at least find solace and strength. And I know there's some of you who are out there stuck in relationships, and some of this stuff is hitting home. And if you need help, if you need support, if you need advice, you can friend me on Facebook. The Crystal Thetford profile, the one that has Thetford Hopkins. I rarely check. I forget about it. It's there to help people find my channel and find me. That's why it has both names, but it's not my main page. But if you want to friend me and message me and talk about things, if you don't want your information public, that's totally understandable. But I can help you make the steps. I can tell you what to do next, and I can help you if you need someone there for you. I will take the time to answer every single person that ever messages me. As those of you who have messaged me know, I will take the time and personally answer you, because you guys mean something to me, and your support means something to me, and I want to be able to give that back if I can. Okay. All right, guys, I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much. I know that was like kind of a hard-hitting thing, but I was thinking about it the other day, and I've seen all these true crime stories about people are struggling, and all of a sudden they're just dead. And if we can help people be stronger and escape from these situations, maybe they won't get away with so much anymore. So I wanted to get on here and just talk about that a little bit. If you guys want to talk about something, of course, feel free to message me. Like I said, I'm here for you. Message me on Facebook. Message me on this channel. I'm here. Don't forget to like and support. Share the channel. I'm trying to get it out there. I am still working on my book. I've just been swamped. We're trying to get through Christmas and get this realtor's license, and then my time will relax a little bit because I won't be trying to do 75 things at once, and everything's going to get a little bit easier. But I am here. I'm going to try to do one sooner than 2 months for the next one. I will do my best. I'm really going to try to stay on top of this stuff. Okay. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.